Good evening and welcome. Welcome to, of course, the help if I could see you, right? Welcome to the Peace Circle tonight. I am so excited for tonight. I am so grateful for our guest this evening, which brings on our topic of gratitude. It couldn't be a more perfect topic with a more perfect guest. I am here tonight, Gina, by the way, practitioner out of Centers for Spiritual Living, Greater Boston. I am the spiritual director, and I am also a practitioner within this network where I'm on the morning prayers and the prayer team, and so blessed to be here in service. And today, the prayer for the Peace Circle, the reason that we're here is to find that place within ourselves where we are that change we wish to see in the world. Who doesn't want more peace? Who wouldn't want to be more peaceful or see world peace? But to be that, I have to align myself with that divine quality within me that is always there, regardless of circumstance. See, out there doesn't happen unless in here starts. So the Peace Circle is about coming into alignment with that perfect peace that is always within and helping to manifest that in the world that we live in. So tonight, through gratitude, every week is a different topic, we are going to be in that place and know that gratitude that lifts us, that appreciation that causes more good. And through that, and through the music of the beautiful and amazingly talented Karen Drucker, we are going to bring that out in a new way. And I'm so, so grateful for it. And before I introduce her, I just wanted to read the poem that I always start the Peace Circle with, because I believe it encapsulates exactly what it is. I too have a dream. In my dream, too, we all are equal. Not color, religion, nor income defines who we are. Neither country nor region defines us as kin. Whether 2 legs or 4, plant or animal, we were all created of the one Creator, with no greater claim to borrow this beautiful earth. In my dream, we all are one, treating each other with love and respect, and living in peace. We are all truly awake, knowing our purpose to share love and joy, to uplift each other, and in doing so, uplift ourselves. In my dream, we each remember and appreciate each other and truly understand that all is well. And in that knowing, I am going to bring in this amazing, amazing woman who truly has touched my heart in so many ways. She does concerts. She does a weekly, actually, I just found once a month she does a concert, 1 hour free online. She's going to tell us all about what she does. Towards the end, she's going to give us some more, not all about, it would be the full hour on that. I'm hoping to get her on the joys and the journey for that. But this is a woman who has given of herself to so many CSL, Unity Centers, to New Thought in amazing ways. And she speaks truth in every word that she is. So I am so grateful to have the one and only Karen Drucker.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. It's my applause button. Do you love it?
I do love it.
You know, when you're doing virtual stuff, you have to keep yourself happy and enjoy. And so, thank you. Just have to imagine that they're all screaming and clamoring. How are you, Gina? Thank you for having me.
Great to be here with you. And I'm going to put some comments up as we go along. So excited. This is from Lisa. Go right ahead. Please tell us, how are you tonight?
Well, I'm fine, but I'm going to pick up on what you just did. The last, what was the last line of that poem that you read?
In my dream, we each remember each other and appreciate each other and truly understand that all is well.
All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. That's what we all have to remember. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. Yeah. All is well. I mean, that's what I think in these wacky times, it's like just taking the time to just say, just remember that, to just give ourselves that gift of, just saying that and singing it to yourself that all is well. I'm okay. It's just, I think all around us. I mean, that's why I think it's so great that you're doing this show, because it has not been peaceful in the world if you watch the news. But you just keep affirming that there's peace in my heart and I can just give peace out to other people. And so, beautiful poem. That was great to. Oh, there's Ann Pogue. I love it. Hi, Ann.
Greetings from Central Illinois. Absolutely. I
Yeah,
too love.
one of my favorite people on the planet.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So I'm fine, Gina. Thank you for asking. It's really great to be here. And, to be really honest, I'm really amazed at how fine I actually am, because a year ago, when I was in this pandemic wackiness of seeing all of my jobs for the entire year was booked in January. So I looked at 2020, it was just like, it was completely booked for the entire year. And then this happened and everything just blew up. And this is what I think is so interesting when we're all walking this path. It's like, well, what do you want to affirm? What do you want to focus in on? And I was focusing in on, oh my God, everything's, and I had to really dig deep with spiritual practice,
Yes.
to keep affirming that all is well, even though the outside looks crazy and who knows what's going to go on and how do I pay my rent and, all that kind of stuff. It's just, I kept affirming all is well. And, it actually, I learned how to do all of this online stuff and I've been having, a great time. I mean, look at this. I can just connect with you like this.
And we are all over the world. I'm physically in Rhode Island on the East Coast. You're on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm
and
in
we
San
have guests from
Francisco.
all over.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is. It's a gift to know it's part of that oneness coming about.
Well, I think so because, there were like with my women's retreats, I've had women say, I've always wanted to come to one of these things, but I couldn't fly. I've got kids or I worked or whatever. And some of my retreats, well, actually all of them, I have people from the East Coast and, all over the place. And I would have never had that. I was completely dependent on who wants to get on a plane and come to California or, wherever I was leading these retreats. And so I think that the idea of oneness has really been made manifest with Zoom and StreamYard and all these different platforms. It's been amazing.
I believe that we have the opportunity of fear of faith on any given day. What do we
Yes.
choose to be in is that fear of faith. And, in order to change things, to change my mind, because that's all it ever is, it's what I'm looking at. It's not necessarily the thing, it's how I'm looking at whatever the thing is. So one of the songs that I told you I start my day with every day to align is this, that surrender, that morning surrender song. And I'm wondering, are you able to play that for us?
Sure. But
I
before we
would
move
love
on to that, just because you brought this up, because I believe I have many songs that are all about choice. And actually, I have a song I wrote with Claudia Carawan called When You Change the Way You Look at Things, the Things You Look at Change.
You
I mean,
want
it's
that?
true.
That would be great. You sing whatever your heart
Well,
desires.
but no, I'll sing your song. But I love this. I love this quote that I wanted to share with you. Gratitude, because we're going to be talking about gratitude today and choices. Gratitude as a discipline involves a conscious choice. I can choose to be grateful even when my emotions and feelings are steeped in hurt and resentment. Isn't that a great line? I can choose to be grateful even though my emotions and feelings are, I'm in resentment or I'm hurt or I'm pissy or whatever. It is amazing how many occasions present themselves in which I can choose gratitude instead of a complaint. Isn't that great?
It really is. What do I choose? What do I choose to be? Where do I choose to look? One of my prayers is fix my eyes. Spirit,
Mm.
fix my eyes. because it's never about someone else. And
Right.
spirit is always within me. So all the good is always within me, but it doesn't always, sometimes there's blockages. It's never
Right.
out there, it's within me. So
Yeah.
it's learning how to adjust. I like the term check up from the neck up.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, and I wrote a little chant about that too of may I see through the eyes of love, may I hear through the ears of love, may I speak through the words of love, may love be in my heart. I mean, that's the same concept of just saying I want to see through the eyes of love. I want to see people through love as opposed to judgment or resentment or any of that kind of stuff. So going back to what you were just talking about, you know, my practice every morning is to check in with my heart and just say, you know, what does my heart have to say? And to really just say, what do I want? What do I choose this day to be? What do I want to choose to say, do, be, feel, all that stuff. So to do a check in like that. But the surrender song is a little chant I wrote with David Roth and Faith Rivera. And actually, a fast little story about this, I'll tell you. It's really pretty cute. We were at Unity Village. We were about to do some Unity online radio show, the three of us, and we were in this waiting room. And David Roth, you know David Roth?
I do.
You must. Yeah. So David had his computer and he wrote, I mean, we're all just sitting at this table, you know, we had like a half hour to just hang out. And he wrote, I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. And then he pushed the computer in front of me. And I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, write a line. And I went, oh, okay. I will surrender to my greatest. No, he said, yeah, I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. And then I wrote, I will release any fear that blocks my way. And then we put it to Faith, and she freaks out, going, I can't do this. You guys are really fast. I can't do it. She's doing this whole thing. And then we just said, just come up with anything. It doesn't matter. So she writes, of course, Faith Rivera writes, for every step I take is taken in pure faith. And then we wrote this song just like completely, you know, together. So this is my morning prayer that I do every morning of just when I want to align with my heart.
And
So
it's my alarm clock.
it's
So
your love clock. I love it. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am loving every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free. As I continue walking in this mystery, I will surrender. And I always say to people, put your arms out like this. So you can open up your heart chakra and just be open. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I'm more patient every moment, every day. You get to put in any word you want at the end. Now, there may be walls and there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose. There's our line that we were talking about. I can choose. It's really an important thing to say. I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release. I would say to people, do this. Just release. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. And I'm more present every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day.
Absolutely beautiful. And we had a comment here. Joseph said he loves the applause button for virtual performers, thinks that is absolutely wonderful. So know that there is applause all around. And we have Martha also that is here saying she loves it and loves you. And she said, all is well in the moment, right here and right now.
That's what we need to keep affirming. Yes.
And Lisa joined in, all is well. It's so true. And we get to choose. And when we surrender the yucky stuff, because that word, a lot of people have a problem with the word surrender. It's hard for a lot of people. It brings
Yes.
things
Well,
up.
because they also, my husband brought up something really interesting because he said, I don't like the word surrender because it makes it feel like I'm giving up. And I went, no, that's not it. It's like surrender, like the army is surrendering. And I said, I think that my definition of it more, or what is your definition of it, Gina? What would you say? What is surrender?
Given it to spirit, letting the universe take it,
Yeah.
carry it away. You can have it all and guide, and govern me. You know best and lead the way.
Yeah. And I feel like it's taking those white knuckle
Yes.
holding on things and just going, I release it. I release it. It doesn't mean I'm giving up. It doesn't mean I'm surrendering in a way that I'm giving up power. It just means that part of me that is holding on so tight is just releasing it and saying, I'm giving it up to a higher power, spirit, universe, whatever you want to call it, and just saying, I release that need to control. Well, it's a control thing. It's a control thing.
The ego. It's the ego versus the soul. And the ego is never at peace. So we can be right or we can have peace sometimes. And sometimes that's what it comes down to. What do we choose? Being right doesn't give us joy. It's a temporary elusive thing, but being at peace, coming in alignment with, it's not about what right or wrong. It's simply about what is. When I force against something, I am not at peace.
Yeah. Whatever you resist persists. I always love that comment.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wrote a song recently called with Sloan Wainwright. The chorus just says, let it be whatever it is. Let me cry if tears gotta fall. Let me stop if I need to rest. Let it be whatever it is. And I've just found that we wrote this song about going through the pandemic and going through lockdown. That's when we wrote it, was during that, real lockdown time. And we're talking about, well, what else can you do? What else can you do except just let it be whatever it is? So if you need to cry, if you need to scream, if you need to throw things against the wall, whatever it is, just let it be, that. And I think that, I think this idea, I love this topic, what we're talking about, because I think surrender is such a great thing to really look at in ourselves, that when we're hanging on, like one of the lines in that song was, holding on to what was with all my might, it's over, it's done, it's out of sight.
Absolutely.
And, when we're holding on like that and saying, it's got to be different, that's what causes our suffering. When we're allowed to just simply say, oh, this is what this is. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to hope that it goes on forever, but it's what it is. So when we push against it and try and control it, that's why I think the whole thing with the government and the politics and all this stuff, that will be my trigger for going wacky, because it's like, I feel like, how can I control any of this? It's so out of control. But when I can just allow myself to say, okay, what do I need in this moment? What can I control? I can control me and my feelings and allow whatever needs to come up to come up.
I had a conversation with someone today. What do I do? Because people she was with were feeling very, they weren't feeling any kind of hope around the change.
Yeah.
And, A Prayer for Our Country by Ernest Holmes, to me, is more relevant today than when he wrote it. And it's called, if you Google A Prayer for Our Country by
Oh.
Ernest Holmes, it's beautiful. And I've read it several times on the show because it is so apropos. Spirit knows, Spirit is guiding. Sometimes things have to fall apart completely so they can be put together in a greater way. And I am knowing that all through this, everything about what has happened is a purpose. It's not my purpose. It's not for the highest purpose. That is always my prayer. I try to stay out of, well, I want this, but I want it done that way because I can get myself in trouble but it's really being in a place of knowing there's a higher purpose. And many people have had loss over the past almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And last year for Thanksgiving, I wrote a poem, and it was giving thanks. And I'd love to share that.
Yeah.
There's no better time to recognize the grace of divine. There's so much to bless, bountiful dining, and especially guests. There are traditions, family, health, wealth, life itself. So many memories we create for ourselves. Yet at this time, I pause and pray for all that may not see it this way. There are those who are lonely and some with little to eat. There are those missing loved ones for whom memories loom deep. There is more to the story than the name of this day. There's the distance between us, circumstances keeping us away. So I ask myself the meaning of it all. In truth, life itself is the greatest gift of all, and this time apart brings greater appreciation for it all. It may be different this year, and for some extremely tough. It is important to honor and remember nothing is ever truly lost. Divine guides, loves, and leads me home, which in oneness is wherever I may go. So today I choose to look within, to celebrate oneness, my strength and power from Him. I choose to remember those that have come before, and that some will celebrate while others are not up for. I reach out with love to those I cannot see, and my heart is open, for love heals everything. I remember to love and honor myself too. I'm grateful for the strength to get through this too. There's no blocking divine's light within me. When I remember to go within, I'm realigned and set free. I hold and speak truth, regardless of what I may see. I know spirit is eternal and internal and absolute, and my connection is pure divinity. I'm thankful to remember and celebrate this day, for in truth, the beloved carries and cares for me and all today, always loving, guiding, and providing in every way. I'm so grateful for this reminder today. Often the best thing to do is pause and pray.
That's amazing. You wrote that.
I did.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's really amazing.
Coming from you, I'm overly that means even more.
That's beautiful. Have you put that out in the world?
I have my first poetry book is out. This is actually out of my second one. I Too Have a Dream is in the first one. So I'm working on it.
Well, may I? I mean, I don't know if you want to do this, but it seems to me like I could see so many people reading that before they start eating their Thanksgiving dinners.
I will post it to this. I will attach it to this underneath, so anybody that wants it can use it.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to read that on Thanksgiving Day. I mean, it just is a reminder of like what just be grateful, and also what other people are going through, and it's really beautifully done.
Thank you. I think it's so important that we don't do a spiritual bypass on life.
Oh, that's my word.
Because too often we get in this, well, you should be grateful. And when you're not in that place and someone tells you that, it is aggravating. It is frustrating.
Honey, You're speaking my language. No, that is something I've been up on, at church and started to go off on a tangent about this and going, okay, Drucker, hold on. Not appropriate place. But I would just, it's one of my pet peeves. I hate it when people are feeling something and someone goes, oh, it's all good. Just, just, it's like, but it's not all good right now. You have to allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling, loneliness or sadness or, frustration or whatever, to be able to make the full circle 8, to be able to go down into that place and feel what you need to feel. But when you feel it, then you can come back up and, feel whatever is good. But when people are just going, oh no, let's put a Band-Aid on it. We're spiritual people. Let's just, say it's all good. Makes me, I just want to slap them.
But it's about, that's what I see our job is. And I don't mean job that's what we do.
I
That's what
agree.
your music does for me all of the time, is when I hear truth and I recognize it. It's not coming from a place that there was no pain. It's coming from the pain and remembering truth. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
And that's why we come back, we circle back around to what we were just talking about of choice.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean it does. It's like it's feeling that, but knowing and even knowing that sometimes the choice is I need to just stay here and just wallow in this. And that's an okay choice too.
I always tell people, I remember my sister was actually, it was when she was process of transitioning, and she's like, I can have a pity. I can have a pity party if I want to.
Damn
And
straight.
I said, you have every right to it. I said, but bring someone along with you to pull you back out when it's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Because pity parties and sadness and grief can turn into depression. It's staying there too long
Yes.
makes it hard to get out.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
al I always
important.
yeah, I always say just, don't go into the, the valley of the death to, or, go walking through the valley of whatever, and then you build a condo and have everyone come over for appetizers and have parties there, you know?
Absolutely.
But I love what you said. It's like having someone who can put their hand out and say, "Come on, don't," it's, "Let me help you start to walk out." Did you ever see the movie What Dreams May Come? With Robin Williams. I think that's the name of the movie.
I've heard of it, but I
Oh
haven't
my
actually
god. So
seen it.
I love movies where even years later I can remember the visual, and I think that's what it's called. Someone's out there knows this movie. I think it's called When Dreams May Come, but it's with Robin Williams, and it's a really deep movie, and it's not any kind of comedy at all, but I love when filmmakers can really illustrate what we're talking about, and in this case, there is this scene where he has gone to the pits. I mean, I call it the pits when you're in that place of just, awful and you can't get out. Oh, thank you, Anne. She knows it. God, she's right on it. It's like, yep, that's it. But it illustrates this idea that the husband, Robin Williams, goes down um, I'm sorry, I'm reading these great things. Yeah,
I know,
that's
I'm
right. When
sorry.
you're going through hell, don't stop and build a condo. That's what I was trying to say. So, but he goes down to help his wife who's in this hell place. And at one point he starts to go down himself. I mean, his energy, he's like getting sucked into the whole darkness. And the way that they show this scene of just everything's dark and there's, it's just awful, but it just shows you how you need to have one person who's in the light, that they can hold that light for you. And one of my favorite expressions is what you talked about, which was if it serves my highest good. I must say that in so many of my songs.
Yes.
If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. So yeah, I think when we just keep aligning with what is our highest good, and it might not be what anybody else thinks is your highest good. It's what you think.
And I want to just put a plug out there for spiritual community,
Oh yeah.
because not everyone has, sometimes friends aren't what we think of as friends. I think of as a friend as being that person to walk beside me and pull me out when I need them, Not everyone has those kinds of friends. And I try not to take for granted that I do, that people that really know me, that really get where I am and I can be completely authentic, and they know who and where they are, because
Mhm.
so much of life is on the surface, on the outer world. Spiritual community is a place where we can come into these centers I'm blessed to be a part of, to come into our spiritual center and be part of a loving family that gets it and doesn't care what I've done in the past, doesn't care what I'm doing tomorrow, but cares about me.
Right.
That's what spiritual community really is. I don't have to be anything other than I am. So I invite people. And if you ever feel like you don't have someone for that, you know what? That's my email, gina@cslboston.org. You now do have someone, even as a practitioner, to know your truth. We have a prayer team, ntmedia.org. We have a prayer team. Reach out to us. It's prayer@ntmedia.org, and know that we are here to know your highest good. There are people here on this network that's what we do, is give of ourselves. So it's so important for people to know that they are not alone, especially as we come into the holidays, because you cannot know until you know. And
Hmm.
once you have that, you can't not know. So anyone, know that this is the place to be. New Thought Media Network is here with a whole team of people to know you're good.
Wow, that is so beautiful, Gina. And that's one of the things we were talking about this just before we got on, is just the magic of this platform, the magic of that there are people in all different parts of this country that, for whatever reason, don't have a spiritual community, don't have a tribe, don't have access. And now, with people now being so much more comfortable with being, on these different platforms of Zoom or, whatever, Facebook, whatever, that you can now be in communities so easily. I mean, one of my friends, who, she, one of her problems is that she doesn't have this in her area. She doesn't have a church or anything that's close by, but she gets all of her um, feeling of oneness and connection by this, by being online and having community. And that's the main thing when we went into this other reality of not being able to be with each other physically, at churches. I've known of so many people who have gone to churches in different states, and now they're part of that community. And now what I've noticed for a lot of the churches that, I'm friends with the ministers, is that almost every church I know has really upped their game with technology to now be doing, in person and
Hybrid.
online at the same time, and having it be that just because we're in person, we haven't abandoned you, because a lot of these people got so involved in the community.
Yes, and then there's a gift now, because if we didn't, it's a sink or swim. That is survival of the fittest, because our new generations, the younger people, do not want to walk in a building on a
Yeah,
Sunday morning. So this has been an opportunity for us to open up to people that would have never found us.
right.
This network has 4 or 5 Sunday services on Sunday.
Really?
They have the Sunday service. We are now at 5 p.m. East Coast time, 2 p.m. your time. That's the Boston. But there is also Mile High is here. There's, I believe, Cleveland is also here. I want to say there's 5 different centers. Check out ntmedia.org throughout this day. And all you have to do is go on anytime and you will see all of the prior weeks. There is so much good here for free. There's people like you that are absolutely wonderful and giving of yourself. And with that, you need to sing. What would you like to sing? What's coming up for you? Because I want to
You know
make
what?
sure.
For some
Okay,
reason,
what
I want to do
song?
this. I haven't recorded this. This is based on a Mary Oliver poem, but for some reason, I want to just sing it. And I've done this before when I was live in 3-part harmony. So I want you all to just imagine the harmonies around this, and maybe I will record this at some point. But it's kind of what you're talking about right now. Sometimes I need only to stand wherever I am to be blessed. Sometimes I need only to stand wherever I am to be blessed. This is my magic wand. I want you all to sing with me now. Okay, you ready? That says you can sing. Okay, so sing with me now. Sometimes I need only to stand wherever I am to be blessed. Sometimes I need only to stand wherever I am to be blessed. Next part goes like this. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed, so blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed, so blessed. Sometimes I need only to stand wherever I am to be blessed. Sometimes I need only to stand wherever I am to be blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Sing that with me now. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. Yeah, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. So blessed. Sing it one more time now. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Grateful. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. So blessed. So think about what you're grateful for right now. What would be really sweet is why don't you put in the chat, what are you grateful for in this moment? So grateful. You know, and even if you're having a bad day, you could say, I'm just grateful that I'm breathing. Grateful that the sun came out, whatever it is. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Oh, I am so grateful for beautiful music is what I'm grateful for. Absolutely. Thank you so much. This is such a gift for my heart. This is such a treat for me.
Well, and you know, Gina, I'll tell you, you know, for all of us, I don't know if you have talked to other musicians on your show about this, but you know, it's a new world that we are going into, that we're in now, because it used to be the old model that we were all doing before was, you know, you would go to a church, you sing at the service, maybe do a workshop or concert, and you sell your CDs in the back of the room, and then you get on a plane and come home. And that's all changed because people aren't really buying CDs as much anymore. They're doing more streaming of music, you know, buying your music online on iTunes or wherever. And so I'll be honest with you. I went, when we were in this pandemic, I went through a real, and here's an example of choosing, that I went through a real funk. I mean, just a real depression of just literally my mantra was, why bother? Why bother writing any more music? Why bother? You know, I'm not performing anywhere. You know, why bother singing? Why bother? You know, all that. I mean, everything that I just sang about was out the window. So I'm here to say that even if you're writing a song about I'm so blessed, you can, go to those places of just going, I don't see the blessings. Where are they? I don't see, and get into that place. But that's again where spiritual practice is, that I was there for a while. And I actually wrote a song with JD Martin called Why Bother? Because we were both in that place of like, why bother? But then something shifted, and it shifted because I allowed myself to feel that and go to that place of just going, why bother? Well, why bother? Because I want to bother because this is what I love. This is what I do. This is what brings me joy, even if no one hears it. That's the key. Even if no one ever heard another song of mine, writing a song makes me happy because I feel like I'm uplifting my energy. And if anybody hears it, maybe it uplifts them, and then maybe they uplift someone else. And it's just that energy thing. So I started just making appointments with other songwriters. And the main one that I saw all last year, just on Zoom every week, was Gary Lynn Floyd. And we wrote so many songs together. And what was really interesting is it became like, I almost want to call it the artist's studio, because before we could get to writing any song, we'd have to talk about what we were going through. What's up for you to write about? And for us to keep going to that place of being scared, like we wrote a song called Be Not Afraid, for I am with you always, be not afraid, for I am always with you, be not afraid. Forever and always I am with you. Be not afraid. I mean,
Is
we wrote that
is
when we
that
were,
out yet? Did you put that out?
I have not recorded that. I'm planning to very soon. Did he
Oh,
put that on his album? No, I don't think Gary just came out with an album, but I don't think no, that's not on his either. So it's going to be recorded.
I
I'm
can't
telling you
wait.
right now.
I
But that's
love
my
it.
point. That's the reason I'm saying this, is because it comes back to what we were talking about. It was a choice. I could stay in that place of why bother and who cares and blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. It's like all that ego, blah, blah. But I made a choice of saying, I want to live.
Yeah.
I want to have fun. I want to, even though this is this scary time and wacky time and COVID and blah, 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 I want to, on a daily basis, have a purpose. And so I started to write these songs with Gary. And now what I've decided to do, and what he just did, and it inspired me to just say, I'm just going to do it. I don't even know how I'm going to put it out in the world. I don't know if it's going to be I don't know anything, but I'm just going to do it. So, I'm hopefully by January, I'll have a new album. And, and when I sing a song like that, to do the Be Not Afraid song, it's like, don't be afraid of this. Just, I love the line of just, I am with you always. Whether that's a friend or spirit, God, whatever, I'm with you. I'm walking this path with you. So don't be afraid. Just do it. And so, recording these chants, I have a bunch of chants that I'm going to start to record in January. And that's one of them, has been this lifeline to me. It's given me new hope, that even though I don't know what it's going to look like and how people are going to buy it, and will I make any money? Will I, recoup any money? Any of that stuff. I just feel like I'm in gratitude because I felt like I got back to making the choice of me versus making the choice of hopelessness.
Absolutely. And my I have a book, Your Journey to Happiness. And it's a 10-step guide to get to from wherever you are back to joy.
Did you write this? Is
I
this
did.
your book?
And then the back of it, there's a toolkit. And one of the things in the toolkit, there's, hope, grace, love, the things that can help us, awareness, the things that can help us. And one of them, of course, is gratitude. And part of what I wrote under gratitude is happiness is truly wanting what you have, not
Mm.
getting what you want. That takes practice. Often you'll realize that some of the things you wanted would not have been the best thing for you in the long run. An
Mm.
attitude of gratitude would not have been an attitude of gratitude takes a combination of many of the other virtues in the toolkit. If you were raised and surrounded by negativity, your default will not naturally be gratitude. It is a conscious act to change your focus to see all that is beautiful picture in your picture of life. Before long, your picture will be missing less. You'll realize how full your landscape truly is now. Think of how much you love to help people who truly appreciate it. Your gratitude cannot help but attract more to be grateful for, and more to be grateful for and people to help. You need not align all of the pieces of the puzzle of your life. Sometimes appreciating the parts you see can maintain the excitement to continue joyfully.
Oh, that's so beautifully written.
Thank you. Thank you. So it's not about knowing where it's all going. The
Right.
mosaic of life, any given, when you look at a mosaic, the little squares look like nothing. They don't look like they're going to make anything up. If you took a random page out of a book, it wouldn't mean anything. But when you put them together, it's beautiful. So it's remembering it's not about getting what I think I want, but it's wanting what I have.
Mm.
And being in that place of what is my really that upset about? There's grief. I don't want to minimize the real stuff. But when people are suffering, it's a choice, whether conscious or unconscious, to stay in that stuckness. It's being in the valley and staying there. And there is hope and there is help for that. And part of it is gratitude. It's seeing what is good. If you have a pet and you're holding them and they're giving you unconditional love, appreciate it. Don't cry all over them. Realize that there is love right here. You don't have to go somewhere else. One of my personal mantras is, that I was taught in this teaching right away was, God in me, as me, is me. Spirit in me, as me, is me. So any time of fear, doubt, anger, resentment, anything, well, that's all me. And spirit is in me at this moment. All good things are in me, as me, is me. How can I fear? So it's a matter of what are we choosing to make our mantras, right?
That's it. That's what all my music is all about, is exactly that, is just taking, just taking those mantras and putting them to music so that I would remember them. Well, so you asked for Beauty in You. Do you want me to sing that song for you?
I love that song.
All right.
Actually, I heard it. It was suggested as for this past week's theme. And it is such an amazing song. So yes.
Okay,
yes.
for you. I dedicate
Thank
this
you.
to you.
Oh.
This is my band over here in my little iPad. So I see the beauty in you, in the greatness and the strength, beauty. Dedicate this to you, Gina, and I also want to include my friend Ann Pogue in this too. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. So it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you. So it is. And I can see it. It's right there before me, and I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel filled with magic and power and pure sweet love. And I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you. So it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you. And so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me, and I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel filled with magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the grace that's in you, and I see the courage in you, and I see the heart that's in you. So it is. Wow. Beauty in you, power in you. I see the greatness in you. So it is. I see the beauty in you. Repeat after me. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. I see the greatness in you. And I see the goodness in you. I see the goodness in you. Oh, I see the wisdom in you. I see the wisdom in you. And I see the strength in you. I see the strength in you. And I see your joy, your joy. I see the joy in you. And I see your light, shining light, shining light in you. And I see the love that's in you. I see the love in you. And I see the grace that's in you. I see the grace in you. And I see the courage in you. I see the courage in you. And I see your heart in you. I see the heart in you. Then affirm it with me and say, so it is. Oh yeah, I see it. So it is. So it is. So it is.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. I know, I'm sitting here as well.
I haven't
Thank you
sung that
so
song
much.
in so long, and wow.
Thank you, my friend. She says, I see you. And so we are, and so it is, from Lisa. And blessed, beautiful soul. Yes, you are, Karen. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And Wayne says we have the right to choose our attitude.
Oh, Viktor Frankl. Wow.
And Wayne, yes, kindred spirits, absolutely. Your music is a gift, and you also have. I know that you also have a best-selling book, which I just realized as I was looking into it. Didn't know. Let go of the shore.
Yes, I'm actually finishing up tonight my 7-week Let Go of the Shore book club. We've had 20 women that have been with me for 7 weeks doing this. So that's happening in 2 hours from now. I'm doing my last class with them, and it's just been so sweet. But yeah, can I tell you about a few other things I'm
I would
doing?
love for you to tell us what's going on. I found out a couple of things just tonight. Your sing along from your newsletter.
Yeah, so I send out, well, first of all, I send out a newsletter once a month, and I always include a free download song. So when people sign up on my, at my website of karendrucker.com on my newsletter, that's when I put out what is happening in the next month or two, and with a little essay. And I'm doing this thing every month. I just felt like when we were in the pandemic, really locked down, and people were just alone, I just felt like, well, what can I do? And I just thought, well, we need to sing together. That's what's missing. So I started this thing called, check this out, Second Sunday Sacred Sing at 6. Second Sunday Sacred Sing at 6. And so I do it the second Sunday of every month, and it's just a free Zoom call. And we just, last night I did it with Gary Lynn Floyd. And if you missed that, it'll be on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it's there. But, it's just an hour of everybody singing, and I have everyone in gallery view, and I'm just watching them, and they're dancing and they're singing. And, even though we're not together, it's like we were still exactly what you were talking about before. We were this community last night singing together and singing to each other, and it was just, it's a beautiful thing. But, I'm doing a lot of stuff now on, in this format. And so I'm doing a clutter clearing workshop in January. What a way to start off the year. And, I'm probably going to start another women's group and doing, I'll be doing some live stuff next year. So if you sign up on my newsletter, you'll find out about that there. Oh, you know what I'm doing? I want to tell you about December 31st. I'm doing a bring in the new year in a sacred way. How many times have I been to parties and things going, this just sucks. I don't want to be here. And I just decided I wanted to bring it in with singing and meditation and journaling and just a tribe of people like what we're doing here, but do it online on New Year's. And we're going to do a New York New Year's, but for you, it'll be 12 o'clock because you're in, yeah. But for us, it'll be 9 o'clock is the countdown, but it starts at 8 o'clock or 7. I don't even know what it is. It's on my website,
I
but
can't
it's just,
wait.
a couple hours and we just get together and bring it in this really intentional, sweet, sacred way.
Absolutely wonderful. I will be there.
I
That's
hope so. I'd love to
wonderful.
have you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You are just such a gift, and I hope you know how many lives you touch with your beautiful music. To me, truth is you feel it. Truth isn't what someone says, it's what you feel. You know it's right. It's not because someone said it was right, it's because you know it. There's a part of you
Right.
that knows it. And I love the truth you speak of. You
Thank you.
sing of that truth, and it is amazing. And just thank you for that.
Well, thank you. And thank you for doing a show like this and putting out this. I mean, all that you're doing, it's really amazing. It's very inspiring what you're doing.
Thank you.
So thank you
And
for having me.
anytime you let us know when you want to come back, absolutely. And for those that are, you know, actually, we got another Me Too, absolutely. And it sounds amazing. And also, Anne said she will be there as
Oh,
well.
yeah, she has to be there, else I can't go on.
So you absolutely, and there's so much good in this world, but are we looking for it? Are we paying attention to it?
Right.
So it's changing our focus to what we choose, and thank you, Anne, for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you all for watching, and know that if you any comments or anything, if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to see on this, again, reach out to me. And whether it's on Facebook or reach out to me by email, gina@cslboston.org. Know that here at ntmedia.org, you can go to donate. And this platform is here because of people just like you. So let them know that it's here. You can go back and watch past episodes of everything. And there's such good news. Again, AM and PM, there's prayer here every morning and every evening, 8:15 Central Time. 10:15 on the East Coast where I am, which means it's 7:15 your time, Karen. But AM and PM, we have treatment. We have the truth being held and upheld. So join us on this journey of life together in an uplifting way. And I am so thankful to have you here. Thankful for your music. Thank you for your light. Thank you, Karen, for
Thank you,
being here.
Gina. Appreciate
Anything
it.
you'd like to say to everyone as we're for Thanksgiving or anything at all?
Just be blessed and just know I am so blessed. And just sing this to yourself when you forget that I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Just keep affirming your blessings, because when you do that, I truly believe that we heal the world, because the energy that you put out in the love in your eyes just heals everybody around you. So just tap into that wellspring of blessings.
Absolutely. And so it is.
And so it is.
Everyone have a blessed week. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed week, knowing that gratitude is a choice. Namaste. Blessings and love. Have a wonderful evening.